Here is Danny, and today there might have been some very interesting Firestorm news uncovered. A Reddit user who goes under the name Temporal has apparently digged through the files of Battlefield 5 and posted his findings on Reddit. Like always, take this with a boatload of salt, because not everything that is in the files will make its way into the game, and of course you cannot be 100% sure that everything what Temporal said is true or correct, since I cannot confirm anything he has written within the files. Especially since there is some very interesting claims in his Reddit posts, but more about that in a minute. In the second week of March, multiple YouTubers that aren't me will fly out to Stockholm to try out Firestorm. And I assume a week after that the embargo will end and all the official info will drop and we can see if it is true. So like I said, take it with a grain of salt for now. And if you have taken your yearly amount of sodium chloride, let's start. It will be playable in solos, duos and squads. There might be a class system. It seems to have a separate ranking system versus the one we have in Battlefield 5 right now, which is still capped to level 50, which is incredibly low. It takes place in Norway, but we already knew that due to the leaked Firestorm picture. Players will parachute down from a plane, a bit like in Airborne, and when you do so, your UI will show a altimeter. If you get downed, you will be able to crawl around, just like in Apex Legends. It seems to happen in third person and not in first person, so it can be used to peek around corners. There is an inventory system, of course. There are 4 types of rarity for most items. However, there is only 3 types of backpacks. There are safes on the map to be opened. If this means there's no loot spawning on the ground, I don't know. There will be dynamic objectives on the map that you can capture. There is 6 types of ammo that you can find. There is mentions about weapon specializations, but I got no idea how that will work. Maybe you can find a rate of fire increase on the ground and apply it to your gun. I got no idea. A bit like the PUBG attachments, for example. Of course there will be different tiers of armor, and there will be bandages and medkits to be found, which will take some time to apply. The Tiger and Valentine seems to be the only available tanks. There are also some different blueprints and mentions found for other vehicles, namely the Kugelwagen, the Schwimmwagen, a amphibious vehicle, the Kettingrat bike, a tractor, surprisingly, like we didn't know that, the half-track, a pickup truck, a sports car, a staff car, whatever that is, and a helicopter, of all the things. Now I really want a helicopter within the normal multiplayer. Dice, please. There also seems to be squad reinforcements like vehicles, artillery strikes, a supply drop, something called Danger Zone, an AI controlled strafing run and a V1 rocket. Because nothing says Battle Royale like calling in a massive rocket on your enemies. The game will track different statistics, like the ones you can always expect, like kills, vehicles destroys and wins, but also average kills per game, the healing done, times you've got downed, how much damage you have dealt to enemies, how many things you have opened and how many teammates you have killed. And that is all we got for now. I will link the original Reddit link in the description, so you can see it all for yourself. It's a bit of a longer video. Even my intro today probably lasted longer than my average video on my channel. But big thanks to my Patreons: Sorvin, Skippy, Cray, Take My Text, Arseny Plotnikov, Aspars50 and Lubar. This was Danny, and I see you on the battlefield.